But I apologize for being late. I was watching the Warriors play. Jimmy Butler. Brand new edition. We got Team Wars week 6. I wanted to see a live game, not just highlights, to see the good and the bad. See the good and the bad of him. They're 2-0 since they added him. It's playing pretty well. Honestly, it's gelling much better than I think a lot of us thought it would. All right, I cried like that because his rank is at 5100, and it's just kind of sad. It's just a little bit sad. Let me know about the sound of the game, my friends. Can you hear Murph going, ugh? All right, we got Gizmo on New Kid. A big thing this week, really any week where Murph is the option, is you typically don't, unless Ninju is an option as well with him. That's something to be conscious of. But you really don't want to use Murph onto New Kid, right? You don't really want to do that because it just lets them, especially like, look at that Gizmo. I built a big Gizmo push on him. You can just build a big death push, and because you're not going to have something like Satan or Cock Magic, I should have purified that, but no big deal. You won't have stuff like Satan, Cock Magic, stuff that can clear up a big push like that. It's gonna be detrimental to you, right? What's up, Jerome? So, poor guy. Look at all those gizmos. 1, 2. Oh, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 gizmos. Let's go. Lucky 13. That's what Gizmo needs. That's what Gizmo needs. The demon himself. All right, we got a rational pie. But yeah, so Murph, you want to wait. So let's look at our deck here real quick. What are the options that you could use the Murph ability? The tanks are all not kids, right? So Murph is going to ignore the tanks. Murph is going to ignore Murph. Murph is going to ignore Maxi. So that means that if they play Murph and then they play, I would say the biggest target would be the Ice Sniper. If you wait to play the Murph, if they're smart, they won't play the Ice Sniper because you can just use it. But if they play the Ice Sniper, you can use Murph's ability and get to the Ice Sniper and take out the Ice Sniper, which is much more important than, Murph doing a little bit of damage to Maxi, You can also make them switch to the Stand of Many Moons, which really nullifies them. You could also potentially switch them onto some Gizmos, which could stop them from getting value. So that's your goal. To do it onto New Kid, you really only want to do that if you kind of already have a push and then Murph's going to get out in front of that push. You don't want Murph to be alone going into that. So you'll see that a little bit here. We're going to try to teach you guys how to play the game because it's embarrassing how easy it is to win in Team Wars. This is the 3rd week in a row I've gone 15-0 with almost no trouble. This might be the 4th week in a row. We do have some good matches at the end here. I don't get all 3 bars, so they played pretty well. But it was still basically easy. All right, we can Stand of Many Moons here. Feels pretty safe because he just puts so much value. He'll probably get the bar, and he could get value from like an ice. There you go, not an ice. A freeze ray, but we had already killed the Kevin, so he didn't really get any value. And as you can see here, I have just a huge death ball coming towards him. That's what she said. And if you're chipping me away with Murph, if I have Friar next to you, you're not doing any damage to my New Kid. And you'll actually see that in one of these matches. I'm trying to get the last bar, but he's got Friar next to him, and I only have Murph hitting him, and I just can't. You don't out-damage the Friar. Well, you do, but it's like so slow. It's like you gain like 6 HP every attack or something. Like it's really hard to beat. The Gizmo not getting hit there. Brutal Irrational Pie. And Sam coming in, taking it quickly, baby. Let's go. Jerome, welcome in. Kirby, welcome in. Dodges Agent, welcome in. Jerome, welcome in. We're not live on YouTube right now, but we will be when we do quick packs. All right, we got Silver Wolf X form, 67-69. Not bad. Close to an epic score. Lead here, probably Arsam. It wouldn't be bad. Friar, I don't hate that because he can heal up after the ability. It's also good. Play Arsam after it. Play Ice Sniper behind him if he uses the ability. He'd be smart to not use the ability. I don't think it's worth mind controlling him yet because he hasn't really used anything. Now we'll use it, and then we smack his Friar, which is nice. Let's see, we can wait. Uh-oh. Don't use the Purify. Don't let him get his ability. All right, that worked out pretty well. Friar is staying alive. Our Ice Sniper is taking out his Friar. This is tough for him. This guy's got decent levels, the level 7 Maxi, but only level 4 Ned, so it doesn't survive. That was a bad Ned there. He should have just given up that push and then tried to reset at New Kid. Sometimes I'm torn when it comes to Gizmo and New Kid and Team Wars. At level like 4 base, he survives, so you don't really have to worry about him dying. But sometimes it might be better, like if you have 2 right at the New Kid, instead of using those 2, and then if you know they're not gonna get hit, instead of using those 2, and then they all 4 survive and they're all 4 spread out, but they have like no health. If you just wait and then use those 2 and then use the ability, you're gonna have 4 with one of them has full health. But it kind of depends, because sometimes, like especially this week, you can throw Jimmy back there after they hit. I think I do that at least once, where my Gizmos get thrown back and then I put Jimmy to keep him alive. We got level 6 Gizmo in this one. Unfortunate timing. I mean, this guy's a decent rank, 69-29, and Carlos 22. I actually think I recognize that name as being a pretty decent player. I mean, at 6,900 right now, you know, you got to be pretty decent. And I think he's just in a team that doesn't. Obviously, he's got higher than level 4 common rats, right? So he's just in some team. You know, I don't know why people do this. Maybe he's just trying to help out his friends. Maybe he's trying to be like a big fish in a small pond kind of thing, you know? Maybe this is an alt account that truly doesn't have levels and he just has like superhero levels or something like that, right? Who knows? But clearly the team is not doing him any favors. So at this point in the game, I would say if you're in a team where you're not getting good levels in Team Wars, then you should search out a team in the big... I would say there's like, what, 5 or 6 good groups of people playing, like as far as like coalitions or whatever you want to call them. So there's the Pirate Coalition, which is my guys. There's the Chef's Crew. There's 2 different Chef's Crews, so those ones. There's the Mercenary guys. There's like Tidal Wave and those guys. And then there's like Szechuan Sauce and Samurai, 6 Samurai. I would say those are. And then, but there's also quite a few others. You know, there's like You Touch My Tralala. You know, there's quite a few single teams that are full of 50 people. You know, Medicinal KFC, Viva La Stoners. There's some pretty decent 50 team. Well, they're probably not 50, but some decent like 40 to 45 or however many they run. People or teams that you can get really, really good levels. So if you're struggling with levels in Team Wars, leave your team and find one that's better. And if you're struggling to find one, you can check out the Facebook group is actually good. Otherwise, the Discord is good. Or you can join my Discord and join one of our teams. We have a large assortment of different teams at different ranks. So even if you're a bronze player that just started, we do have a team for you. So, and we might even have an account for you to play, so you don't even have to rank up. But this was a pretty decent game. I might have to restart this because Bracken Shitty Phones is a pretty good player, and I wasn't really watching this very well. French Family's solid. What's up, Tauntaun? Yeah, French Family and like Spain Park. There's a couple ones that are like other languages that are really solid. French Family, Spain Park, Anonymous Italia. There's a Russian group, VIP Sex Club or something like that. That's Russian group. Okay, so in this example, so you'll see me do this a lot, and you'll see later that I wait like 30, 40 seconds to play a card. It is such a big advantage to not play your card first that it's just like, it's incredible. Like, I always wait a little bit. I'm waiting, I'm not doing it right away. And now because of that little wait, I don't care even if I lose an energy. I don't think I'm losing an energy because I'm not waiting for 3 seconds for sure, but maybe I lose half an energy. It's worth it because watch what happens here. Look where the fight happens. It is just barely on my side, but this position right here is so advantageous to me in like a high level play sense. This is so advantageous to me because in order for him to play a card and start attacking my tank, he has to play at his midline, and there has to be movement across the midline to him, right? And in that time, I could play a card to intercept that. So think about him playing the Gizmo here. I play my Gizmo right here. Maybe Gizmo hits my Murph one time, but then my Gizmo kills his guy. All of a sudden, he's got to react to the Gizmo. And when he does react to the Gizmo, I can react just the same, but in better position. So for instance, you know, you'll see the difference between my sizzle and his Gizmos and my Gizmos. It's really unfortunate I didn't just get the SoMM here to be able to play that, but I'm thinking here in my head, I'm thinking, I know Squad's a good player. I know they're gonna have decent levels. I don't like this. This was like my 14th game for the night. It might have been my last game of the night, actually. It might have been my 15th game for the night, and I hadn't lost yet. And I was like, I'm gonna lose to Gizmo Ike because I don't have SoMM in my hand. I was gonna be so pissed. But watch what happens here. See exactly what I was saying. Because of how it's set up, I'm able to attack his Gizmo. One Gizmo already down. He uses the freeze ray. Honestly, he just wasted 3 energy. That's game over. I can use rats to clean up. I could use Gizmo. I could use Ice Sniper. Whatever it is, there's nothing he can do here. And now going to New Kid, there's a bit of a just desperation play. He lost right there, honestly. But you'll see there, the rat getting massive value. My Sharon getting massive value. Freaking Ninja over here, massive. And now Friar. We don't use the Murph because we want Friar to be healing him. The Purify comes out, wasted energy. The heal, just an absolute dismantling of a very good player. And that's why Team Wars is so much fun. That's why Team Wars is so much fun. And once you're winning in Team Wars like that, most weeks it's hard to come back. All right, we got Angelus of Death, Integrity Team. Don't worry, guys, we got 2 better matches at the end. We will satiate your bloodlust for good matches. All right, we got the Angelus of Death. Angelus of Death? Why is it Angelus? Maybe his name's Angelus? Maybe it's Analus? But yeah, so this week, just basic strategy. And there's something important to note when I'm talking about this week is gonna apply for another week in the future, because if you didn't know this, every single Team Wars deck is a repeat of a cycle of Team Wars decks that they have in some randomized rotation. Sometimes they have the same one twice in a row, which means it has to be fully randomized which one it picks, because if they had some sort of cycle, they would not put the same one twice in a row, right? So it has to be randomly picked every week. And we have, in our team, we have a whole list, an Excel sheet of all the cards that are the ones you pick, so we can tell people, like, there's no reason to ever upgrade Grand Wizard Cartman because he's never the choice. I think he is, but just an example. Or like, there's no reason to ever upgrade Dr. Mephisto because he's never a Team Wars choice or something like that. Or Shaman Token, whatever. So you can say, if you're really worried about saving your stuff, you can focus on what's going to be a Team Wars thing. And that's what I do right now. I only ever upgrade cards right now if it's in the Team Wars deck or if I'm happen to be using it for something else, but it's pretty rare. But so anything you learn in this week, in this video, will apply sometime in the future to the same exact deck. So for this week, you don't play Gizmo until you've dealt with their SoMM, and you save your SoMM until you feel like Gizmo isn't going to be an issue. There's sometimes when you have to play SoMM because it's just going to be really good, and then you'll have to figure out a way to deal with Gizmo. But for the most part, you want to save the Gizmo or the SoMM for the Gizmo, because Gizmo is one of the few cards in Team Wars that can just snowball to victory after one bar. Because if he doesn't get hit, the bar doesn't kill him, so he just creates more Gizmos and it just becomes a snowball effect that you can't stop. I could have purified the Friar, but I didn't really feel like it's going to be an issue because I'm just healing up. Sharon's not going to do enough damage to matter, and now I'm just going to heal up the difference, so don't need to use that 2 purify there. Or the 2 energy for the Purify. Level 1 Sizzle is just sad. He played well, though. He played well for the level 1 Sizzle. Took me a minute and a half. It's sad, guys. It's a sad state. So you guys got to get better. You guys got to watch my videos and get better at this game. Get off these shitty-ass teams that aren't getting you 3 packs a day for caps and getting you good levels. If your team doesn't have like 30 people at least, Get off of it. Join a team where you're going to get higher than level 5 commons, for God's sakes. All right, this was a kind of a bad start, but we do okay there. Friar coming down. Ned behind him, maybe. What medicine woman behind him? I don't have a great... I got to pull a tank here. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. Could potentially... There you go. There's what we need. I was going to say, could potentially get SoMM out there, but you got to be careful about playing SoMM anywhere near midline this week because you might get mind controlled. So also, if you play something that is a good mind control, make sure you just save that 2 energy for the Purify if your team went Purify, which they should have. If they didn't go Purify, get the f out of there! Get out of there! I don't really know what even got mind controlled there. Was it the Gizmo? So I feel like that was a pretty good... That was a pretty good Purify. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. See, this is what I mean by Gizmo snowballs it. Now we have 2 Gizmos. All of a sudden, and then like the tanks don't die from the blast. It's just a mess. You're not gonna have Satan. You're not gonna have cock magic. You're not gonna be able to just play a tower and defend. So a lot of people get exposed as not all that good at the game. Fun fact. Fun factoid. Gather round. Simpsons freak. Space Otters, decent team. Decent team. I like that they can have an otter for their...
Are you sure about that?
You sure about what? Jimmy James, what's up, buddy? Am I sure about what? And your mama? I'm sure about it. I wrapped it. I wrapped it. All right, we got Space Pilot in this one. Space Pilot with the Gizmo gonna show up. We got a level 7 Maxi, though. This could be trouble. But can we get... Look at this placement. Now, look at this. This one simple thing lost this guy the match. He played the Sharon in a way where it's in front of the Maxi. Sharon's a little faster. Sharon gets out front a little bit. And because it's happening on my side, and when I play a card, I kind of get to choose what it attacks. So I can play Ice Sniper a little bit on the high side, which means she's going to start hitting Sharon. And that's going to be an incredibly tough thing for him to deal with because Ice Sniper just chunks the hell out of people. So even if he would have healed there, it would have been done in another turn. So now I waited on the Murph, and now the Murph goes on the backside and starts dealing with the Ice Sniper, right? So that's awesome. He doesn't quite do enough damage to deal with the with the Maxi heal, but eventually he will. So this works out really well, and all of a sudden he doesn't have a backline, and I'm gonna build a stunning mayhem push. Let's go. Stun him up, boys. Stun him up. Let's see how much value we can get from the stunners. You got to make sure that you stagger it. Staggered. Staggered stun. Beautiful. Beautiful staggered. And then the Friar's there to heal up those Gizmos. Oh, no. The stun staggered. The staggered stun. Oh, no. Do it again. Stunned. Stunned. Waited on that one. Waited on this one. Stun. Oh, no stun. Is our guy dead? Oh, did he die? Where'd he go? He must have died. Sad. Sad. That was fun. What's up, Casey? What up, Casey? We was just talking about thinking about starting to play Fortnite so that I can carry you guys as scrub asses. Orlando Pelos team. I expected this match to be better. Orlando Donopolis. I feel like this player's better than this. I could be wrong. Donopolis team though, pretty solid team. You see them on the wrong side of plays every once in a while. But it looks like their team failed them. Her maybe? Seems like a female name. The team failed them because what was I tapping it? Because Osimo is a terrible choice. Now, if you want to do Osimo and Kevin and maybe try to get some cool value, I mean, I guess maybe you get some sick value from that, but it's just so difficult to like. There's a reason people don't play him in ladder all that often because it's just all the cards that stun, except for Sizzle and maybe Freeze Ray, and then maybe Professor Chaos. the only cards that stun just aren't all that good. Like Osimo isn't very good. The Murph stun with him is really hard to get right because the way that the stun and the timing works, you get it like, if you time it right the first time, you only get it like once every 3 hits or something like that. So it's really not all that effective. And then obviously program stance sucks. Oh, I will say though, Timmy, Dr. Timmy, his like move it up, that counts. And I'm also pretty sure Imp Tweak's pull counts. So if you get Kevin to hit the guy that Imp Tweak is pulling, it'll chunk the shit out of him. But Timmy, the Dr. Timmy, when he's rose up in the air like that, that's you don't really expect that, but that counts as, you know, freeze or control or whatever, and that will do the damage. So you can do hella damage with the Kevin and Timmy if it gets, you know, if the targeting is right. But the problem is, I mean, Ice Sniper with them, you know, some more stun that might be viable, but it's just so hard to get the value from these like non-standard good stun cards. That now, if it also counted if they were slowed, and you could play like Poseidon and Witch, and maybe it might make Towley actually worth a damn. Now that would be actually super interesting. I should have mind controlled. I should have mind controlled on there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The mind control on the mind control. I was expecting the Purify there, but it didn't come. He's getting tapped up. This could be dangerous. We got to play that and get the freeze off on him. Oh, the terrible mind control. The terrible mind control. Oh, no. Poor guy. Oh, no. That's why a lot of teams, the decision is to not go mind control because it can be so easily misplayed like that. Oops. Oops. I was being so rude to people. Sorry. Sorry, guys. My emotes are rude. All right, we've got Bulb Tech. What the hell's that? Sounds cool. This guy changes bulbs. All right, this lead, don't really know what to do. We want him to go to New Kid. There we go. He made a mistake. All right, watch this. We drop that, and then we get the beautiful cycle, and those rats are gonna eat him up, and look at that Friar not healing the Murph. Beautifully done. Now, see, that's an example of he used the Murph, and now all of a sudden he used 8 energy, and all he did was hit my New Kid for some damage, and now I'm gonna shit on his face. Actually, this might be the one where he keeps. Is this the one where he just keeps? This might be the one where he just keeps stopping my damage with the heal. No, I don't think Maxi. See, it goes like 30 to 180. See, Friar heal is a little better than the Maxi heal. We did all right there, but see how I waited for the Som until the look. We almost ended up the exact same as he ended up. Until the Friar or the Gizmos came out, and then we just absolutely wrecked them. That's obviously the goal. We gotta, I would hover the Purify here. Whoop! I should have used it earlier, but I wanted him to commit energy. I wanted it to be a late mind control, so he'd have to commit energy. Or he thought he could commit energy because he was gonna get it. Or Purify, not the mind control, but pretty good. Worked out pretty well. Schmack him. Also, the longer he actually has me mind controlled, the longer it takes him to be able to play his Som. So holding out a little bit beneficial. Because you can't play 2 of 1. Can't play 2. Scungy. Ooh. Scungy sounds like a way to describe your private parts. I'm a little scungy today. All right, see this? Watch this. Wait, and then play it. We wait a fraction of a moment, and all of a sudden, the entire game. Oh, he screwed up. It doesn't even matter. He screwed up. Doesn't even matter what he does. It's just a big mistake. Now, even if you take the bar here, it's still just so. It's so technically worthless. I was gonna play the stand there, but I was like, no, I don't want to get mind controlled. We'll play the stand here instead and take out the Gizmos. If he takes the bar, will he take the bar? 3 HP. No, he won't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! And see, now I use the Murph because it's we're floating the mind control in case he gets the sound. But we use the use it again, use it again, use it again, and then use it again. Okay, so it just went off and then killed her, and then I get it again. So I think that glitched, right? So I got that twice. So poor guy. Poor guy. I really like the sound of Wendy's ability. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I probably could have gotten that off, but the 2 hits was just as much value. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Not bad. Murph. I mean, Sizzle, not Murph. There's the Murph. Sad. He put up a good fight, though. I made some mistakes along the way, though. They definitely made it easier for him. All right, now this one's going to be pretty decent. We got Meek Mills from Finger Bang. Finger Bang's a pretty solid team. I don't remember what, like, I think they're in a coalition or a group. I can't remember which one. But see, he's smart enough to think to not play a card. But unfortunately, his team picked poorly. And they don't have the levels. But you can still play well and like prevent and maybe get like a draw even if you're lower leveled, you know? But we deal with the Kevin, nice. That really severely limits his damage. For heals, you always want to heal and not have it full health, right? Because that maximizes the heal, so it looks like we timed it right there. A lot of value from the Sharon here, denying the damage on the Murph. And we get the Murph there just because it was so... Oh, this is the one where we're so close to getting the bar. Look at that, 14 HP. Oh, it's like I didn't hit right there. You see that? That was bullshit. Hold up. No wonder I didn't catch up. We had a phantom hit. Look at this. That hit didn't register. That hit didn't register. No wonder. I should have taken it right there. I should have taken it right there. Look at that. It goes up. Now it's 52, 40. We were down to 12 at one point. God damn. You gotta be kidding me. That was terrible. That was terrible. Can we take out the level 4 before he gets his ability off? I mean, he could have got... If he would have stunned me with an assassin midline, he could have gotten the SOM off and then gotten a lot of damage. Or if he could have stunned me with that would have worked. Yeah, he definitely could have. He had 10 energy. He definitely could have played the sizzle on me. Well, he definitely made a mistake there. Lots of value. Lots of value. Oh no, the freezer comes out. We know that his SOM is dealt with, so we don't feel bad about using our gizmo. Dropping those rats out. Just getting some extra. He was playing pretty well, so we wanted to just push. We got to play our SOM now, just in case those gizmos get out of control. Oh, but we couldn't get the other gizmo, so we're missing one. Oh, this could be trouble. Are we going to take him out? If we don't get him. Oh, the gizmo. Oh, we didn't get the gizmo. That's too bad. Not getting the gizmo. No purify. Mind control. Not needed. Nicely done. Not bad. Not bad. Nicely played on his part. Still deserves a fart, though. Appreciate him letting me get the 3 bars, though. All right, we got quick mission 54 from South Park Cows. 6807. Could be a good player. South Park Cows, do they get good levels? We'll find out. Farting on him, trying to entice him to play. That's not a good level, but this is a good setup here. Basically, that's the one counter to SOM that's like brutal to deal with. Or we could do Ice Sniper behind that and feel pretty good with it. Float the Purify. He could mind control him and then like turn around on me. It could be trouble. Probably the War Hero here. Take the... So we're in... I think... Maybe I shouldn't have played him. Because he's got the net out there. This was an issue. Didn't stun the gizmo, which was a problem. But we take the gizmo out. Luckily, we don't start attacking the Maxi. So now we got this. We purify the stun, which is interesting, and I kind of like it. Definitely minimized the sizzle value. Now we stun the sizzle. The rats coming through, getting good value. The rats getting the backside and the front side. Well played. All right, that feels pretty good. Should be a bar. Oh, we don't have the purify, though. We don't have the purify. We gotta play the gizmo. All right, good play here. Turn it around. Good timing. Good timing. The sizzle getting healed the whole time. And the problem here is going to be that we might not kill the SoMM. Oh, yeah, that's always a big problem. And I think the rare times I do lose in Team Wars, a lot of the times it's that just happened right there where, like, me taking the bar at the wrong time before I can kill a unit that I would have killed if I wouldn't have taken the bar causes them to be able to snowball. Like, if that SoMM was level 5 and then he could kill all my guys, it could have been a hassle, right? But now he's got the level 7 Murph on me. And I'm not really sure. I probably should have saved that so that he couldn't just do that, but can't get the mind control, unfortunately. That just sucks. Now we're just trying to force it. And the rats are at a bad time. We got to get our gizmos out there, or Ice Sniper out there, maybe. Ooh, I like the Ice Sniper play. Help deal with those gizmos quicker, but he doesn't one-shot them. So this is trouble. Trying to get the bar, and maybe we lose at the end. No, unfortunately, we just had too big of a lead. But definitely was a struggle. The Ice Sniper kicking ass, though. Good mind control. Probably should have purified him and seen if I could have pushed it, but the gizmo, I thought the gizmo would one-shot the level 4. Shucks. Well, lost 1 point. Didn't end up mattering. Now we got GForce from Tidal Wave. Good player. I do know that I have beaten him and he has beaten me before in Team Wars, so we could be like 1-1 right now or something like that. Although I feel like I've beaten him a couple times more than he's beaten me. But we'll see what happens here, boys. The rubber match. And you can see here, he also knows how much of an advantage it is to not play a card. So, I'm worried. I'm worried here. Now, we don't have terrible leads. Friar's a decent lead, although you'd really prefer it to be by your new kid healing up on defense, so you want to try to cycle through him. But SoMM's good in case he plays his gizmos. Like, I could play my gizmo maybe and force him to play his SoMM and maybe get like a mind control out of it. But instead, I opt to do the Ned, which I don't hate that. Now we could probably just play our stand and see what happens. Maybe we could mind control his stand. Kind of depends on what happens here. If I get the mind control on him and he doesn't use it, doesn't he know that if you don't use it, you lose it? Oh, we mistimed. We mistimed the sizzle and we don't get the stun on the SoMM, but it ends up not mattering all that much. Maybe my SoMM would have survived with a little more health there, but doesn't matter too much. He would have just gotten killed without being able to do much by the Murph there. Now his SoMM is down, so my gizmo is up, but that means his gizmos could be up too. We're just gonna... I shouldn't have played the rats there. I don't think I needed to, because we had the gizmos out there already. I think Sizzle and Ned would have been fine, but we survived with so much health with those level 6s that they are still a danger at that level, so we'll see if we can get one spawn or one attack. Yes, we do. Trouble from the level 6 gizmos, baby. That's what's up. Tidal Wave, level up yo shit, boys. All right, now Big Murph is a good play here. Keep that Purify in case he gets a good hit. I like that. Should be able to take care of the gizmos. That's nice. I would just play some. All right. He basically just lost right there. His chance, he disappeared because he played 4 energy on a Hallelujah. What are these decks? He's trying it, trying to get the good value and preventing the SoMM from getting his ability off. But when you have Purify, you have Mind Control, you have Sizzler, there's so much ways to deal with that it doesn't really make sense. Honestly, I cannot believe. Ugh. I can't believe he gets this retarget there, and then my sizzle doesn't take out his fucking new kid bar, dude. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. There's no reason that sizzle should have retargeted, dude. That pisses me off. Dumb, but we ended up losing by 5 points, so wouldn't have mattered. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. That's Team Wars 6. We've been having a good time playing Bump Super Brawl. So stick around for that later, but we got some Team Wars, or we got some quick packs coming up. And make sure you like the video if you're on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.